What's up, y'all? What's up, y'all? What in the world? The bubble wrap popped under me. I gotta pick it up as my clap came in. That was dope. Anyways, Marcus Frazier from Teachable Tuesdays here to motivate you, encourage you, and inspire you to be a better you. Thank you for joining me today. Greatly, greatly appreciate it. If you could, please hit the like button, subscribe button to stay up to date with all of my future Teachable Tuesday videos. Today, we're gonna talk about I'm gonna say it's not really a controversial topic, but I think it's one that gets talked about a little bit more than often. And I think it's also a topic where people care a little bit more than they probably should, in my personal opinion. So there's a woman who went on social media and she basically talks about her experience and what somebody called her, mainly because of her preference with dating. So let's talk about it. I'm going to give my thoughts and then we're going to go ahead and read some comments. Tell me what you think below about this. I think this is a very interesting take, but I think I have a very simple solution for all of this. Miss Renee D. Herblay, shout out to her, by the way. She goes by her @name RD Herblay. She said, I was called a racist today because I was honest about my preference to not date outside of my race. I'm sorry, I want my kids to look like me. And she made the like frown face emoji or, irritated emoji or whatever you call it thing, right? So this is, let me just put her ethnicity out there. This is a white woman who basically made this statement. And there's a bit of division in the comment section. But first and foremost, let me go ahead and give my thoughts on this. I don't have an issue with this whatsoever, contrary to popular belief. And here is the reason why. I think at the end of the day, everybody has a right to date who they want to date, no matter what ethnicity. Let's get in the habit of saying ethnicity. There's only one race, the human race. I don't mean to be that guy, but it's truth. But there's many different cultures. So it's not necessarily a race thing. It's a culture thing. So she doesn't want to date outside of her culture, right? And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I think everybody has their reasons for dating inside their culture. People have their reasons for opening up and dating outside their culture. I'll use myself as an example. I never really had a true, I have to date a black woman or this and that. No. Now, I do admit at one point in time, my preference was preferably a black woman or a Hispanic woman. But I was always open to the idea of dating a woman from another ethnicity, another culture, because I'm the type of person where, number one, if I'm attracted to you, it just is what it is. Number two, if you love God and I'm attracted to you, we definitely getting it popping. And also, number three, I'm going to go wherever I'm appreciated at the end of the day. And I believe that's what most men do. Right? So if I like you, you like me back, I see genuine desire on your end, I genuinely desire you, you have a good relationship with God and all that, and we connect, then it doesn't matter what ethnicity you are. We all good over here, right? So, and for me right now, the funny thing about it is I date a white woman. You know what I'm saying? I'm dating a white woman and I'm very happy in my relationship. You know what I'm saying? And it has nothing to do with any other ethnicities or my own ethnicity or culture. It's just, that's the way the chips fell. You know what I'm saying? So people have their reasons as to why. I don't think we should ever knock somebody. I don't think anybody has a right to call somebody a racist just because they choose to date within their culture. I don't think anybody should be called stuck up or rude or anything like that. So I'm actually with her on this one. I'm with her. I think, she has that right to date other men that look like, or to where, she wants her kids to look like her and the man that she's dating. It's not an issue. But let's go ahead and see what some of these comments say. I see why some people might feel the way that they feel if they feel opposite of her, because they might be like, well, it's 2024 and this and that and so on and so forth. Listen, that should make it even more of a reason why people have the right to choose what they want to do. Sometimes you just gotta let people do what they do and don't make a big fuss about it. Well, let's go ahead and read some of these comments. Mr. Keys, he says, or I'm sorry, my bad. Bobby Keys, she says, oh well. Deasia Hutchison says she should change her last name while she at it. Karen fits better. Oh, Jesus Lord. They going in, why aren't you? Going in. Now, again, some of these comments I'm pretty sure are probably going to be, what's the word I'm looking for? Unhinged or hinged. I can't get a term right now. But at the end of the day, like I said, she has that right. Mr. Richard Kane says, same with my race, but in a kind of weird way. Our men are accused of self-hate and reminded that our mamas are black when they do it. Meanwhile, our women get a pass. So I think basically he's making a statement of, you know, when black women date outside of their ethnicity, it's not as a big deal as black men. And I've seen both sides of the spectrum where it could be an issue, on both ends, where I've seen black men that catch a lot of flack for dating outside their ethnicity. I've seen black women who catch a lot of flack from dating outside their ethnicity. I don't think it's one-sided. I think it's pretty much both-sided where that happens. And I think it's very unnecessary that it has to be either side, because at the end of the day, you like who you like, right? You're attracted to who you're attracted to. Nikita Granger says, because they are talking negatively about black women in the process, no need for negativity, just date who you want to. That's facts. At the end of the day, and she was responding to him, by the way, date who you want to and go on about your business, right? Taz Count states, it's really not our business. Maybe you should have kept it to yourself unless you like social media attention. Now, I somewhat agree with that. If somebody came to me with that, I wouldn't necessarily be posting that on social media. People post it for attention. Maybe she did, maybe she didn't. But I agree with him on that one. He has a point. But hey, I'm glad you posted. We got something to talk about. Paul Barnes says, I want my kids to be healthy and happy. Full stop. You suck, racist or not. If this is your attitude, just had a healthy baby girl. So this right here hit me too hard. Again, I don't think she's being racist. Maybe y'all comment below and let me know if I'm if I'm not looking into this deep enough. Maybe I'm just trying to have too much of an open mind. Y'all comment below and let me know. But Cherie Gordon says, I feel you, say less. K-Biz Crossley says, I don't think that's racist, but I do think the person who originally posted it wants to be seen as Matar. Could be. Christina Turner says, no judgment. There are people out here who will not date outside their race. It's okay. That's their preference. It's not racist. Second, we were taught wrong. We are human beings all the same. It's called culture. Like I was saying, not race, black, brown, white, yellow. When people realize that we are just human beings, then the powers at be can't separate us. If I was Jewish, I probably would want to spend my life with someone who believes what I believe. Just like if I believe in spanking a child, the other parent would be in the same way. Otherwise, we wouldn't mesh together. Facts. Very, very, very good statement, Miss Turner. Very good statement. That's true. That's facts. She's basically saying the same thing that I stated in the beginning. Miss Russell Page says she must have meant that she wants her kids to have white skin and straight hair because mixed race kids will still look like their parents. But whatever, she could have kept that to herself. But I guess she also wants attention. Maybe so. Someone else said that's her preference. Mr. Rutledge said that is what we think. Don't care. Mr. Johnson says, I would not call her racist if dating equal have children, LOL, in her eyes. I kind of don't get that last part. Miss Berry, she actually agrees with her. Mr. Richards said, LL, no problem. Just don't change the gender. What does that have to do with anything? I don't quite get that. Mr. Westbrook said, I don't see anything wrong with that. So you can see some people that are actually agreeing with her, right? Mr. Chucky says, that's her preference, bro, and I don't see the reason to be mad at it. Exactly. If that's her preference, that's her preference. It's not a big deal. And that's a black man that just said that. So just saying, right? Miss Christine said, why should I care who she chooses to be romantically involved with? It's none of my business. I don't know her, nor do I care. Her choice has no bearing in my life. Facts. Miss Washington states it's her preference. We're going to read a few more. Let's see. Miss Ward says, honestly, you can't help who you want to date and who you're attracted to. I had mixed kids and people judge me. No matter what you do, people will judge you. So as long as you're not hurting others, do what you want to do. Exactly, ma'am. Exactly. Mr. G said, why should I let the world know? Who cares? Mr. Lawrence says, makes no sense. I don't date outside my ethnicity either. I don't hate or think less of other ethnic groups. It's simply my personal preference. And that's okay. You know what I'm saying? And that's perfectly fine. And I think that's what she was kind of alluding to in a sense, right? Going to read a few more of these. Mr. White says, no matter who you have a child with, your children should have your DNA and features, not calling you a racist, but I do think you should be open-minded in 2024. Mr. Evans says, not racist at all. If you want to stay with your own race, it's called preference and choice. Miss Sam, she says, girl, just say you don't know how to do our hair. Whoa. Heck no. She said, joking, it's your right. That's not racist. It's your choice. Yeah. Somebody else said there's only one race, the human race, just like we stated. And that's it. Oh, I cut the comment off. Okay. All right. So that's about it. So overall, you guys tell me what you think. Do you think she was being racist? Or do you think that's really just her preference? At the end of the day, I personally think it's just a preference thing. I don't see anything wrong with that. Y'all let me know. Maybe I could be thinking on the wrong side of things. I always try to give people the BOTD. But I think she has whatever right to date whoever she wants to date, however she wants to date them. If she wants to date and have children that look like her, then she has every right to stay in her culture. All right? This is Marcus Frazier from Teachable Tuesdays, here to motivate you, encourage you, and inspire you to be a better you. Love you guys. Thank you for joining me today. Hope you guys have a great day.